who was the biggest loser out of this debate? So I think that's a harder question, because I think Martin O'Malley's performance was worse simply because he was such a politician. Everything sounded so fake to me. I don't know if I'm the only one who sees it. I mean, I know we all see it, but like, do the voters at home who voted for politicians for all this time with all their smarmy affectations and talking points, do they see it as clearly as we do? I think they do. I think that's why there's an anti-establishment fervor on both the Democratic and Republican side. But I think Hillary Clinton was the biggest loser because she had more to lose. So I don't think that her performance was necessarily worse than Martin O'Malley's, but she's the one with a big lead. Her answers in the money in politics totally unconvincing. Hey, you took $600,000 from just Goldman Sachs, let alone all the other places you took. That wasn't even a campaign donation. That went right into your pocket. And she said, oh, yeah, but if they think that they could influence me, well, they got another thought coming. No, they don't. They have that thought coming, and they're right. They didn't give you the $600,000 for their health. They gave it to you because they thought they could influence you. The reason they gave that to you today is because they've been giving it to you for decades, and they have influenced you. It's another investment they're making on a product that's worked in the past.
She doesn't support reinstating Glass-Steagall. Was that perhaps bought with some of that $600,000 over 3 speeches? So, I don't think that that's biased to ask.
So you're saying that when Hillary Clinton goes and gives a speech and they give her $600,000, that's a corrupting influence?
You're trying to get it right because it's complicated.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not trying to figure this out. So I didn't know that the Republicans were for putting a ceiling over the country. I'm actually for that. I like that idea.
It's air conditioned, the whole thing. I think, though, look, I think that Hillary... What I said before was her willingness to go vague and to not say anything that's going to rock the boat implies that she doesn't believe that she needs to rock the boat, which I think is realistic at this point. And that does scare me a little bit. But I do think overall the biggest loser should be Martin O'Malley. I agree with most of the positions that he actually stated, and I think that he would make a fine congressman or senator.
Yes.
Perhaps he can run for governor again at some point. Be like Hillary Clinton, choose a state, move there, and then run for it. And I think that that's perfectly fine. But if he's trying to establish why anyone should defect from Hillary to him, I don't think that he was able to do that. Or from Bernie to him, I think that he did even less of that. If he's going to show that he is the liberal choice, he's the progressive choice, no, Bernie Sanders is the progressive choice. You can say all you want about how he's less electable. He's got 12 times the support that you do. So your arguments don't really faze me in that way. I think that he needed to establish himself as a viable, more electable version of Bernie Sanders, and I don't think that he did that in any way. And I think that he's going to, as you said, with his creepiness and with his smarminess and oiliness, I think that he's going to turn off a lot of the people who are already paying attention to politics quite a bit.
I feel like Martin O'Malley is just a distraction at this point. I kind of wish, I know this is going to be unfair and people aren't going to like it, that he wasn't even included in this debate and we spent more time on Bernie and Hillary, right? He doesn't have a chance. It's a waste of time. It bored the hell out of me. I wish we focused a little more on the two front runners.
I think you would have a different opinion if Martin O'Malley was a different person. So meaning that if he was adding something to the conversation, right? He was electric. He was, he made you go, oh, wow, I didn't think about that, or that's a really good point, or that's a really... Then you would have said, okay, well, maybe he has less of a chance, but at least I want to hear him out.
Yes, exactly right.
But given that he's giving you standard talking points, you're like, it's a waste of time.
It's less than he's been there.
You're giving a platform, and this is what you choose to do with it. You choose to do the same thing that people hate. Let me just say that the question they said that undid Ted Kennedy when he ran the first time was they asked him, why do you want to be president? He didn't really have an answer for that. Now, if you asked Hillary that today, she would have an answer, but you don't have to ask it. You just look at them and you can tell why Bernie Sanders wants to be president. And he wants to be president because he actually cares about this shit and he wants to see America change for the better. Why does Hillary Clinton want to be president? I think it's obvious that she's just ambitious. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I think so too. But in terms of this debate, O'Malley or Clinton as the biggest loser? Because you guys both like Sanders as the biggest winner.
Right. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. Hillary has more to lose, so she would be the biggest loser.
She would be the bigger loser.
Like, O'Malley lost a long time ago. It's over.
Yeah, she lost. I think she lost on with the questions about campaign finance. She lost when she had to defend her lie about the Defense of Marriage Act. That is such a bad idea. Just go ahead and admit it. Anyway, so she lost.